Welcome to the Industrial Revolution Memorial Museum. Today you will discover what was beneficial and detrimental to society during the Industrial Revolution. Here are some brochures.
I'm only a fourth grader. What does detrimental mean? What is the Industrial Revolution? When did this happen? Why? Why is Drew Brees here?
I said you will discover, so you need to listen closely to have your questions answered.
I am Abraham Graham. I have just bought myself a quadricycle. It was made by Henry Ford. This is the first early horseless ride at the time. It runs on gasoline, and I'm gonna ride it. What are all these clothes for? Can I take them home?
Sorry, you can't. They're part of the exhibit. All the clothes show the mass production that began during the Industrial Revolution. Before the Industrial Revolution, people had to make clothes by hand, and it would take many days, sometimes even weeks, to finish an article of clothing. Like this blanket. It can take many weeks, maybe even a month or two, to finish this. This is one of the reasons why people had very few clothes back in those days, and now we have lots of clothes. With the help of new technology, what once took days can now take minutes.
How did wheat get turned into minutes? Magic? Aliens? Or maybe both?
The option of neither is correct. Machines like the spinning jenny made the hassle of making clothes much easier and quicker.
Why are we spinning jennies?
It's just the name. You don't need to take everything so seriously.
My family just bought a radio. I can't wait to listen to it, other voices, because I'm tired of listening to Grandma.
Hey, who are you talking to, little kid? What's wrong with me?
Grandma, why are you knitting? You know we can go to the store and buy a blanket.
Oh, those blankets aren't good. I put all my heart and love into these. These are so much better than those at the store.
But it takes you months.
They're still better. Feel the love. I love you, child.
Anyway, I can listen to the ball game in New York.
Oh, yeah? Who's you talking to? Baseball.
Come on, Grandma. Listen to the game.
This is the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory Memorial at a museum.
What's a shirtwaist? Is it a fancy name for a shirt because it ends at your waist or something, Vincent?
It's a fancy blouse. Before we talk about the Triangle Fire, you might find the history before factories interesting. Before huge factories, people had little mom and pop shops. These had some benefits. People could create their own hours and work slower or faster depending on their need for money.
They're downside?
Of course, because all the machinery was stored at their home. If a flood or a fire came along, everything was destroyed. Then, when factories came, it would run down mom and pop shops to the ground by having lower prices and more clothes available.
What's with this whole triangle fire thing? What happened?
On March 25th, 1911, the 500 workers of the Triangle Shirtwaist Factory walked in and had a normal day of being crowded in their workplace. At the end of the day, as everyone was getting ready to leave, a small fire broke out on the 8th floor.
What started the fire?
No one's really sure what caused it, but the fire marshal believes that it started by a cigarette butt that was thrown into one of the trash cans. This being a factory full of flammable material, that was the worst thing someone could have ever done. Nearly everything in the building was flammable. Rocks of cloth, and strings, and wooden tables and chairs.
Why did so many people die?
One cause had many effects. The owners had all the doors in the building locked to prevent people from leaving during work hours. Because they were locked in, many people were burned alive. Others jumped from the higher floors to get into but the fire escape, which was rusty in age, tumbled to the ground. Those 25 people didn't live, and many other people lost their chance to escape.
Was there any loss to help protect those people?
Not really. Buildings with multiple floors that had more than 25 people above the ground level required a sprinkler system. A triangular shirtwaist factory had only 27 buckets to save the employees, and that didn't do much once the fire got started.
Is there a happy ending to the story?
Well, to an extent. After the fire, many people had their eyes opened and learned about the horrible conditions that the workers worked in. They made more laws, but there couldn't be any in open doors. When the workers tried to get out, they had to pull the doors, but with a large amount of people trying to get out, they had to pull the doors and everyone pushed them shut. Now there's out open doors, so when the on-shoe people come, all doors open. And more labor unions were created to help put workers in better working conditions.
Is there a less depressing part of this video?
Well, yeah, Nikola Tesla is an interesting man. His life wasn't that depressing as the triangle fire. The light bulb, created by Thomas Edison and 23 other guys that never got any credit. It provides light in your house, but not in field or stuff. It provides light during the night, making work hours longer. Get your own light bulb today. It'll be the brightest thing you'd ever do. It's found in stores near you. Yay! I can see now! Yay! Now you might have been told that Thomas Edison was the one who created the light bulb. In fact, 23 people before him contributed to its creation. Nikola Tesla was one of them. Edison was the one who patented it first and took all the credit. Tesla made many other inventions, like the radio, which he even patented, but someone else took all the credit.
You said he was an interesting guy, not a guy that got ripped off. Did he own chickens?
No, he did not own chickens. Tesla lived in New York City, where there are a lot of pigeons. He would buy them special bird seeds and feed them. And then he would go around town and search for injured pigeons and take them home to his hotel room and make sure that they get better. And then let them go free.
Those are chickens? What you have are chickens in progress.
Yeah, you're correct. We only have chickens because they don't fly away. And plus they give you eggs. Right, guys?
Anything else I might find interesting?
Well, he did make the light bulb, and he made the radio, and many other things that we use in our daily lives. Thanks to Tesla, the fluorescent light and the coil in your radio and TV and other electronics were created. He made the X-ray, but of course some other man took the credit for it.
Where did he get all the ideas from?
It is believed that Tesla suffered from a mental illness. When he was a child, he would often get sick, and he believed that he would be blinded by bright light. During these times, he would have hallucinations, and sometimes he would have words or ideas come to mind. Once he was back in reality, he would immediately start drawing out what he saw or heard.
So he was an inventor with a calculator and obsessed with chickens?
Yes. He also spoke 8 different languages.
I can't even teach 2, let alone 8. You say people constantly took his ideas. When did people start realizing this?
About a year after he died, so people started finding out that it's Tesla, not these other people who invented these things. But a lot of, like all famous people, he was only known after he died. In 1983, the U.S. Postal Service gave Tesla his own stamp. The Inventors Hall of Fame welcomed him in 1975. He even has his own street corner named after him on the intersection of 45th Street and 6th Avenue in Manhattan. I hope you have learned something today at the Industrial Revolution Memorial Museum. Spread some of the knowledge that you have gained today to the rest of the world.
Thank you, I will.
Because without the Industrial Revolution, we wouldn't be living the way we are today.